Morning.
Morning.
How? Be Gates.
Okay. I got it off.
Anybody out there? Anybody still
I
watching?
know, it does seem funny, doesn't it, that you never know who's there, do you?
I know.
It's strange.
It is just seem to be well, I do wonder whether people have had enough of these videos. I always think that. And they always say, don't stop.
Stop her a minute.
You what, darling?
I said stop her a minute.
I know.
Keep going.
I know what to say. The letter.
The letter.
I had a letter from you next.
All right.
Ooh. The first letter from you was on the 17th of November '66.
All right.
And it didn't take you long to realise how long it took for your letter to get to me.
Oh.
And then for you to get a reply.
Right.
Yeah, you were already discovering how frustrating it was. You mentioned that in your first letter.
Right.
And you were worried about what I was going to put in my letter.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And you stopped going out.
Did I?
You didn't feel comfortable going out with your mates anymore.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know how long that lasted, but at this point, you didn't. And you must have been quite in doubt because you asked me what a dear John was.
All right.
You didn't know what a dear John was.
All right.
I don't know where you'd heard about that.
I don't know.
You don't remember?
No. I don't remember much about them days at all, really.
Don't you?
No. Did I? Oh, I don't know. Were I friendly with the lad called
Ian?
No. Billy, were it?
No, I haven't heard that name yet.
No.
In your letters. I think somebody called Ian.
Ian.
Yeah. I think so.
Is that somebody I went to pictures with that
No, you were just hanging out
right?
at that point.
Because I remember going to see, we used to go to that club on Bromley Town Street, and with my
Bramley?
mum. Yeah, with my mum, I used to go there sometimes.
Oh, Working Men's Club.
Yeah, Working Men's Club, and
Dennis and all.
no, not no Bramley, not Armley.
Oh, sorry. Oh yeah, I remember.
There were a boy there who wanted to go take pictures, and I think I went with him, and we went to see Village at Down. Like frightened me of bloody death.
All right.
Where everybody
Kids.
were blonde haired.
Used to go up like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Strange, they were all like same age and blonde haired and
Yeah.
weird looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's better than sex in the longer, eh?
Yeah.
Which is what I took you to say.
I know. Yeah.
Oh dear. And You are, I think you are quite conscious of the difference in our age.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, at this point, you were 15
Yeah.
and I was 19. And I mean, it's only 4 years, but at that point, it's quite outrageous, isn't it?
Yeah, that point in your life.
Yeah, 15 to 19
is quite
yeah.
a difference, whereas, I mean, it don't make a difference now, does it?
Not really, no.
No.
No, especially with me being so young and virile looking.
Oh, of course. I mean, there's 10 years between David and Tracy.
Tracy, yeah, there is,
Isn't there?
Yeah, yeah. And in your first letter you mentioned that you were washing and ironing.
No.
And you done washing out hot line and wind blew it over the fence. So even at 15...
Yeah, oh well.
You was at it.
Oh, we're doing a lot more than that before 15.
Yeah, you are.
When my mum used to be matron of a blind home, I was making buns and buttering bread and laying tables and
Pat's mum was an SRM.
cleaning patients' bedrooms or doing things
they
like
won't
that.
allow you to do it now.
No, they won't.
At that age,
No,
they won't.
no.
You know,
I used to muck in with
there'd
everybody
be some
else.
red tape to stop you from doing it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was the joy of my young life at the old people's home.
Changing beds and cooking and baking for them.
Yeah.
God, how different you are to me.
Going round and sitting and talking to them. Oh, I love that. Yeah. I learnt to do deaf-blind sign language from Ethel. She was deaf and she was partially sighted, and she taught me how to do it.
Yeah.
And I still have the little card with all signs on signs. Yeah.
Where?
Somewhere. I think it's in boxing cupboard.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I did have.
Yeah.
I don't remember throwing it away, but
When you left school, you wanted to do that, but they won't let you.
I wanted to be a childminder.
Yeah.
But
you
can't do that until you're 18. You've got to do something else for 2 years.
You'd have been brilliant.
I ended up in sewing on a sewing machine.
Yeah, I know.
That's where my mum took me. You've got a job here.
Yeah, it was fixed up for you.
No choice.
No choice, had you?
No. Well, as you know, I wasn't very good at adding things up and what have you, so I couldn't work in a shop. That would have been too much. So
Nowadays, you don't need to.
sewing. No, it's all done for you on machine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just stand around and ask people if they need help now. And
Yeah.
can I get you another pair of shoes and things like that. But in the days when we were at school, you got told where you were going and...
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
And in that letter, you asked me when our kid's birthday was.
Oh, did I?
You must have been already thinking about
Sending
him a card.
Right.
No, you probably only met him once. I would have, if that. Well, you would have met our kid, yeah. Of course you would.
A couple of times. Well, we used to go over to your house, didn't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I can remember having suppers at your house before we went.
Potted meat.
Potted meat sandwiches.
Remember
Ham
our
sandwiches.
dad were,
Very traditional.
yeah, they used to do things
At the
same
news,
time every day.
When news came on,
Yeah.
Mum went and made sandwiches and...
I mean, eating at, what, 10 o'clock at night?
I think... it
Supper.
might be. Yeah,
Potted meat sandwiches at 10
9, yeah.
Probably 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to always do vacking on a Thursday.
Yeah, because they both worked.
I know when...
They cleaned up together, didn't they?
Yeah. When me and our kid came home from school, the job we had to do was lay the fire. You know, you had to, were away rolling the newspaper up.
Rolled them up
into
and then
these,
tied them in a knot.
these knots. Put them in bottom with sticks on top and then
Yeah.
coal on top of that. We had to light it and hold paper up for it to draw. And you used to watch the paper get brown and pull it up. Pull it away before it caught fire. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my jobs as well.
Yeah. You can't imagine kids leaving
No,
kids
no.
to do that now either,
No,
can you?
No.
And I mean, that was our job when me and Aki when we come home. We used to fight over who had to do it, like.
Oh.
Neither of us wanted to do it, but it had to be done.
We didn't have a coal fire in bungalow, but when we moved, just before we got married, we had a coal fire in there. And that's what I used to do, light fire.
Yeah,
Morning.
yeah. Keep getting... I've had a few remarks about the letter that we never opened. People saying I could not open that letter.
No.
I think if you carry on listening to these
Videos.
I don't know whether there will be anybody left on here listening by the time we get to the end of these letters. They'll all either slit their throats or unsubscribe.
Yeah.
But you'll
see why.
find out, you'll see why we could not open that letter. It'll not get opened by me and Pat.
I don't think so.
No, we'll not open it. And,
He's been there all that time, so I can't imagine it happening now.
Tracy and Alethea were in the room and we were talking about it yesterday. Yeah. And did Tracy say
said that
Alethea?
We'll leave it to Alethea.
Alethea, and Alethea went, well, I don't want to open it.
Yeah.
So it stopped raining now anyway, so we're off to do a shop this morning. We did go down to the camper yesterday. We got down there at last. I didn't film it because, why? Well, I took my phone. I'm just a useless vlogger, that's why.
We did cut the sponge.
We cut the sponge, the topper, the mattress topper. We cut it the right size to fit just the frame, so that it missed this wooden plinth.
Yeah.
And put it underneath the mattress to try and lift the mattress a bit so that it was level. And it looks as though it's made some difference.
Yeah.
Whether it'll be
Enough,
I don't know.
Yeah.
And I a while ago, a subscriber told me to get some Gorilla waterproof clear tape, which I did. And I went up on, I found a way, I had to stand on the edge of the bonnet to reach that upper window, sunroof thing. And I put that tape all the way around it. So that hopefully that should stop that window thing from leaking.
Yeah.
And give it a bit of a wash. Yeah, tighten a few screws up.
They always come loose, don't they?
Well, I'm not surprised.
Rattling about.
So yeah. So we did all that yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. Made bed, ready for going.
and I've ordered Pat's tablets and asked them for 6 weeks supply.
Yeah, let's see how we get on
And
with
if
that.
we get them this week, if we get them in time, we're going to go on Monday next week, next Monday. We're going to set off.
Tuesday today, isn't it?
But we'll have to head to Lincolnshire because we've got dental appointments in Brigg, in Lincolnshire on Friday.
Next week.
Next week, not this week. So we've got to head that way to Lincolnshire, keep the dental appointment, and then drive to Wales to Red Kite. Pardon me, to Red Kite, where we're there for until 13th of April.
Yeah.
In Red Kite in Wales. So that's the plan. So we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. See you later.
Hi.